everyone! I'm starting a new series where we're going to do 5 minutes of maths questions preparing for acing the GCSE exams. So let's start with today's 5 minutes. So the first question that we're going to look at is about a direct proportionality. So what we have here is that A is directly proportional to the square root of B. And we know that when A is 50, B is equal to 4. We need to find A in terms of B. So whenever we have those kind of questions, we need to translate the first sentence. So I have that A is directly proportional to the square root of B. So I write A, then I use the sign for directly proportional, and I have the square root of B. So I have that A is directly proportional to the square root of B. So now that I've translated all that question, I need to turn it into an equation. How we turn it into equation? We just substitute the proportional sign with equal to and then k times the square root of b. So I know that my equation is a is equal to k square root b. And now all we need to do is just substitute with the numbers I have. So I know that when a is 50, I have that b is 4. That's why I have that 50 is equal to k square root 4. So I can simplify. I know that 50 is equal to k times, but what's the square root of 4? This is just 2. So now this is that 2k is equal to 50. Therefore, in order to find 50, I just need to divide by 2. So 50 divided by 2, which is equal to 25. And now I need to go back to my original equation and substitute the k. Because remember, the goal is to find a in terms of b. So I have just that a is equal to, I see k is 25. So a is equal to 25 times the square root of b. So all I had to do here is find the k by using the given values. And then just substitute and get my equation for a in terms of b. So now let's take a look at question 2. So we're given a triangle ABC. I know that angle C is 75 degrees, BC is 6 centimeters, AC is 8 centimeters, and I'm asked to find AB, or like here in the diagram given as X. So what we have here, we're trying to find the length of a given side. So because this triangle is not right angled, I cannot use the SOHCAHTOA, and I also cannot use the Pythagoras theorem. But there are two other rules that I can use. So I can either use the sine rule or the cosine rule. So because we're trying to figure out this side, in order for me to apply the sine rule, I would need to have another angle because I'm trying to find a missing length, so I need to have at least two of the angles. But because I don't, then it means I need to apply the cosine rule. Remember what was the cosine rule? Let's this be our C, this is our A, this is our B. So because I have the angle here, like opposite of C, I know that my cosine rule in triangle ABC would be C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times cosine of angle C, which is 75 degrees. Now we need to substitute. So the C squared is the one that I don't know. And then I have A squared would be just 6 squared plus B, which is 8 squared, minus 2 times 6 times 8 times cosine of 75. And this would be on a calculator paper. So all you need to do now is just figure out what the C squared is. So if you just plug it in on a calculator, this would give you 75.15, but this is just C squared. So in order to get C, I just need the square root of 75.15. And I just figure out that C would be equal to 8.67. Don't forget that we need the units. And just to figure out, we can say finally X is equal to 8.67 centimeters. And that's it. We're done. So well done for joining in today for the 5 minutes. Make sure to subscribe for all the upcoming videos and give it a like if you found these explanations helpful.